Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this online meeting. Today, topic is handling reader complete complaint and to expose footnotes and transition choice. I'm Ahmad, the meeting reader. Our presenter today is Sarifa, and we also have Bulan taking notes and to participate, Dennis and Nadif. Let's begin, presenter. The floor is yours.
Thank you, leader. Let me share my screen. We have a real case from a common thread on Instagram. A reader and a fellow translator complained that footnotes in Lake Nover were too many and disturbed the reading flow. For example, the translator used Japanese term like Seigan and Naijin with footnotes even though the story is not set in Japan. The reader suggested a better approach, just word it in Indonesian directly. For instance, instead of Seigan with footnote, where he raised his word in the Seigan stance, that is with the blade pointing directly at his opponent's eyes. The main issue here is over-justification. Translators sometimes feel they must explain every borrowed terms, but that's ruin the reading experience. In here, I propose four solutions. One, limit footnotes so to it truly necessary cultural context. Two, rewords technical terms naturally. Three, have editor translator discuss before publishing. Four, prioritize consistency and readability. That's my so we can have expected outcome that the reader will have better reading flow, then less reading frustration, and more professional and reading friendly publication. With here, I will now open for discussion.
I agree with the reader. As a reader myself, constant footnotes make me lose interest. I think solution is number two, rewriting terms naturally is the most important. But how do we decide which terms are essential to keep?
That's a good question. I suggest a simple rule. If term meaning can be explained in one paragraph naturally inside the text, no footnote is needed. If it requires a long historical or cultural background, then a footnote is acceptable.
I see the reader's point, but I also understand the translator worry. Some readers want to know the original Japanese term. Maybe we could put glossary at the end instead of footnotes on every page.
That's an excellent alternative. A glossary keep the flow intact but still provide information for curious reader. Thank you, Nadip.
I also think the target audience matters. Casual readers usually prefer smooth reading, while hardcore fans might enjoy original terms and detailed explanation.
Yes, that is also true. Translators should understand who their readers are before deciding their translation style. For commercial novel especially, readability should usually come first.
Does anyone have a concept about implementing the states?
One concern, cost and time. More discussion between editors and translators takes time, but I still think it's worth it for quality.
I agree. Sometimes deadlines are very tight, so translators may not have enough time to rethink every term carefully. That's why having clear guidelines beforehand would help a lot.
I'm noting that balancing quality versus time or cost, target audience consideration, and glossary suggestion from Nadip.
Good notes, Bulan. Another things we should consider in continuity. Reader can get confused if the same term is translated different in every volume.
Yes, and consistency across series is also important. We should create an internal style guide.
I fully support a style guide. It will solve the consistency problem and reduce unnecessary footnotes from the start.
Maybe the style guide also include examples of when to use footnotes and when not to use them. That would make decisions easier for new translator.
That's a very practical idea. It will also help maintain quality across different translation teams.
Okay, I think we have had a product discussion. Are there any final comment before we move the conclusion?
This one last talk. Translation should not only be accurate but also comfortable to read. Readers should enjoy the story without feeling interpreted too often.
Yes, I completely agree with that statement.
Thank you for everyone. Bulan, please show us the summary of today's meeting.
Alright, let me see the summary of the agreement. The first one is limit footnotes to essential cultural context only. Number two is prefer natural rewriting over borrowed terms and footnotes. The third one is use a glossary and as an alternative for multiple terms. And the last one is create an internal style guide for translation consistency.
All right.
That's all.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Bulan, for the summarize. With this, the meeting will be adjourned, and thank you all.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Widu.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.